Hey, Richard.
Never mind.
What do you mean, never mind? I called your name.
With a tone.
All right, come on.
I'll give you voluntary.
Make it involuntary, you have a deal.
Can't.
Richard.
I've got marching orders. Remember, this thing was on tape. We've got a public outcry to deal with.
Public outcry? The public is with her.
Eleanor, I'm giving you manslaughter for a premeditated murder. Why can't you ever take a gift and smile?
It is a good deal, Sally. The only possible defense we have is temporary insanity. And because you don't want to say that you were insane...
I wasn't.
Well, then I think that we should jump at manslaughter. You would probably be sentenced to 8 years. And with any luck, you would only have to serve 3 or 4.
Sally, you shot an unarmed man. If somebody raped and murdered my daughter, I might have done the same thing. But the problem is, you planned it. If we go for a not guilty on the elements, you could be going to prison for life. Take the manslaughter.
No.
Sally.
No.
Okay. So the trials are tomorrow. Guard. Okay. We're gonna see you at the courthouse.
How could she not take?
She doesn't want to serve 3 years.
She'll be serving life if she doesn't accept.
Bobby, I told her that. So did Jimmy. She wants to try to beat it.
Did you tell her the odds?
Yes, we did.
So what, are you arguing insanity?
Well, unfortunately, she doesn't want to do that either.
Who's in charge here?
She is. She's the client, remember?
And you're her lawyer, which means you need to make her
Bobby, don't
understand.
lecture me.
Judge Hiller is sitting. She won't let you argue nullification. You know she won't. Have we got a psychiatrist to say she wasn't sane?
I got Dr. Tippett on standby.
I am telling you, she will not let us do
Eleanor, this thing is all over the news. Which means if Sally Berg goes down on murder one, we'll be played for the idiots, not her.
Oh, so this is about our ego?
Partly, yes. But it goes with her best interests. You go back to her, make her see if she doesn't plead insanity.
We tried.
Try again. If she refuses, file a motion to withdraw as counsel.
Bobby, this is just like our rabbi case. Maybe we could argue moral duress again.
No, Jimmy, because this time we have Judge Hiller. Go back to the client. She either takes manslaughter, pleads insanity, or we withdraw.
Hey, Sally.
All right, listen. As much as you're opposed to it on principle, we all agree that if we're going to go to trial, we have to go with temporary insanity. The only other choice we have is jury nullification, and that judge will shut us down in a second. But if we win on temporary, you could avoid prison altogether. You have a chance, but you have to let us do our job. If we're to give you the best representation...
What did she say?
She just called me a bitch. Look, I don't need you, and I don't need this case. You could get life. I don't really care. You...
Killed my baby.
What's going on?
We're pleading temporary insanity.
We had just taken Mr. Whittier into custody
Where was that?
at his own house. And as we were leaving the dwelling, I observed Miss Berg approaching from across the street.
What happened next, officer?
My partner and I both instructed her not to approach, but she kept coming. Then, suddenly, she's raising a gun, saying something about her daughter.
This woman right here.
Yes. We then reached for our own weapons, but it was too late.
Your Honor, at this time, we'd like to play the videotape.
Members of the jury, you're about to see footage captured by a local news team. The parties have stipulated to its admissibility. Go ahead, Mr. Bay.
This arrest, of course, has been anticipated since early this morning when, this is Michael Whittier. He is in custody. You see him in the middle, and he is apparently offering no resistance. Michael Whittier, one...
Okay. At this time, I'd like to direct your attention to the right side of the screen. This happens pretty quickly.
Once again, a suspect in the rape and murder of 7-year-old Jessica Berg. Rumors of his arrest have been imminent. He's been shot! Michael Whittier has just been shot. Someone has fired. I know I heard at least 2 shots, but he is down. Michael Whittier has just been shot. The police have the shooter, but I can't see. He has been shot.
Officer Finley, do you see in the courtroom the person who fired those shots?
It was the defendant.
As you can see, we were back far enough. There she is getting out of her car. She's got something in her coat. She's moving across the street. The police are all on the street, so there's no one stopping her. Okay, here it comes. She pulls out the weapon, bang, bang. She drops the weapon and puts her hands up. And she's tackled by the officers. That's pretty much it.
What do you mean you can't testify?
Look, I didn't think she was insane to begin with. I was prepared to say she might have been.
So what's changed?
That tape I just saw, I hadn't seen it before, and clearly she is calm, composed.
That doesn't mean she wasn't in a rage.
Maybe she was, but you're asking me to testify she couldn't distinguish right from wrong. I can't say that. She put her hands up over her head very calmly after she fired those shots. That tells me she expected to be arrested. It tells me she knew what she was doing was wrong.
Oh, come on.
This defense was a stretch to begin with, Eleanor. I can't stretch it that far.
You have before.
No, I haven't, Eugene. And certainly not on television. I have a professional reputation, too. You ever think about that?
Think about it. We're paying you for it. We gave you $10,000.
I'll refund the money.
You can't jump ship like this.
I am not about to commit perjury. And if I testified I thought your client was temporarily insane, I would be doing so.
If you don't testify, she could be facing life.
Your client committed murder, Eleanor. You don't want to be introducing my opinion.
Now what?
We get Dr. Lanning.
Dr. Dope?
At least he'll say what we want. Let's page him. He should be here for Sally's testimony.
This is just great.
She had been missing for 2 days when I got the call from the police.
The call?
They said they thought they had found my daughter. And they asked if I would go to the coroner's office to identify her.
And did you go?
Yes. They took me into a room and showed me her body.
And she was dead.
Yes.
Did you make the identification?
Yes.
Do you have any other children, Sally?
No.
And Jessica's father?
He died 3 years ago.
At some point, you became aware that Mr. Whittier was a suspect in Jessica's death.
Yes. I saw it on the morning news. That his psychiatrist had turned him in. And the police were planning to arrest him.
Had you ever met Mr. Whittier before?
Yes. He was Jessica's soccer coach.
I would like for you to tell the court what happened on that morning.
I took my gun. I drove to his house. I saw that the police were already there. I parked my car 2 houses away, and I waited.
Waited for what?
For him to come out.
Why?
So I could kill him.
Can you tell the court what you were thinking when you approached him? Sally.
I was thinking about Jessica. Her last minutes. How she probably couldn't understand why this was happening to her. What was going through her mind when his hands were around her throat? When he was inside of her. She was only 7. She was only 7.
How many days after your daughter's death did you see on the news that the police were about to make an arrest?
3.
And after hearing this news, you then retrieved your gun?
Yes.
You then called your real estate broker and canceled your appointment?
Yes.
Then you drove to the suspect's house?
Yes.
And you decided to park at a neighbor's house so you wouldn't be detected by the police?
Yes.
Where do you keep your gun at home, Miss Berg?
In a safe.
Combination safe?
Yes.
Do you keep it loaded?
No. I have to load it.
Thank you. Miss Berg, I'm deeply sorry for your loss.
You're here to put me in prison, Miss Gamble. Don't tell me how sorry you are. Unless you've had a child taken from you, you can't begin to understand my loss.
Miss Brutt, the witness may step down. Please call your next witness.
The defense rests.
Explain that to me.
I will.
We don't even call an expert?
Sally was our strongest witness. Better to rest on her than Dr. Dope, who Helen would have cleaned and boned like a trout.
We need somebody to say she was insane.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. We have an affirmative defense, Eugene. We have a legal burden to prove it.
Eleanor, our case won't depend on proving Sally Berg was insane. Everybody in the room knows she wasn't. We know it, the prosecution knows it, so does the jury. Our case is getting those 12 people to want to send her home. And Sally's testimony is what we need to ring in their ears. Not Dr. Lanning, who goes from courthouse to courthouse collecting cashier's checks. Our defense is emotion. We rest on the highest note.
I agree.
You're forgetting Judge Hiller. She is going to instruct.
If our case came down to Dr. Lanning, we'd be dead.
He's right, Eleanor. Temp insanity, we're just arguing that with a wink. The jury knows it. If we try to fool them, we just lose credibility. Eugene's right.
It's a big risk.
But we have to take it.
You ready to close?
Well, I guess I have to be.
I suppose we could pass a law. If you kill my child, I get to kill you. If you rape my child, I get to kill you. On a pure emotional level, that doesn't really offend me, truth be told. On an emotional level, I admit to taking some satisfaction in Michael Whittier's death, if he did what he was accused of. I say if, because I'm not sure yet. Michael Whittier never got his day in court. He was executed before proven guilty. None of us can take any satisfaction in that, emotionally or intellectually. One of the reasons we have laws is to prevent people from going around with guns being ruled by their emotions. I sympathize with Sally Berg, as I know you do. But she wasn't acting out of insanity on that day. She made a series of conscious choices. She had the steadiness of hand to open a combination lock, to load a revolver, to drive a car through traffic without incident. She had the presence of mind to park where she could avoid police detection. She had an understanding that what she did was illegal, as indicated by her raising her hands in surrender immediately after firing the shots. She willfully, deliberately, with malice aforethought, committed a premeditated murder. I don't think there's any doubt about that. The only real question here is whether you'll embrace her vigilantism by becoming vigilantes yourselves, or you'll instead uphold the law you swore to uphold. This is your trial now, ladies and gentlemen. This is your society.
I am not a psychiatrist, and neither is Mr. Bay. But I know of no medical opinions or studies that say rage automatically makes you act wildly. Sometimes, if the rage is profound enough, I would imagine it could take you over to a point where you are even capable of cold, methodical vengeance. This is the kind of profound rage and grief that took over Sally Berg. I won't pretend to know what was going on inside her head. I have never had a child raped and murdered, and I would guess none of us here would presume to know such horror. This is Jessica Berg. She loved to collect and trade Pokemon cards. She liked her stuffed animals more than her dolls. She loved to play soccer. I would like to take a moment, and I would ask you to try and imagine the last few minutes of her life. Imagine being her mother.
If I lose this trial because you cried,
They didn't see me cry.
I saw you cover your face. I doubt they thought you were trying to hide a pimple.
The problem isn't me crying. The problem is there were tears in the jurors' eyes. Look, Eleanor said she'd still be willing to take involuntary. I think we should give it to them.
I thought they said no to that upstairs.
If she walks, they'll hate that worse. I'll talk to Scott.
No. Helen, if we plead out on involuntary, the perception upstairs will be I lost. I need a guilty here.
This can't be about job security.
Easy for you. You're not on review.
Richard.
She committed a first-degree murder, Helen. I don't want to give her involuntary. And I don't want to lose my job.
The judge is going to keep him until 9 since it's Friday. And if they haven't decided by then, they're going to suspend until Monday. Me too.
Richard said no to involuntary.
Why?
Principle, I guess.
You can overrule him, Helen.
It's his call.
The defendant will please rise. Madam Foreperson, the jury has reached a unanimous verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
What say you?
Commonwealth versus Sally Berg on the count of murder in the first degree. We find the defendant not guilty. On the count of murder in the second degree, we find the defendant guilty.
Members of the jury, this completes your service. Security, take the defendant into custody. We're adjourned.
appeal. We will appeal it. It's a life sentence. But we're gonna do everything that we can. I promise.